Hello people, welcome to Stockholm, Armenia. This is Milo. Today we have a very specific guest sitting next to me here in the studio. As we promised before, if you have watched the previous episode, we always mentioned that we're gonna have the interview with the mostly local band here in Stockholm. So we kept our promise. Today we have Evgeny, the vocalist and the leader of the band Kladom Rock. Hello,
Hi.
Evgeny.
Hello.
Good to have you in the studio. You alright? Yeah, good to have you, man, over here. Yeah, and I noticed like the black metal people do not talk that much, so I'm gonna like force you to talk. And let's see how things
We'll
going on. Yeah, but like at the very first point, I'm really happy that you're here. That I'm gonna have the interview about you and your band. First things first, can you please like talk about yourself, like who you really are, and introduce the band, like how you met the band's member, and like you organized it and you decided to run such a black metal band.
From the beginning it was like one-man band project, so I started myself. For me it was like quite long pause because I moved to Sweden, so I actually stopped to make music for some period, and then I recognized I cannot live without it, so I had to start a new band.
Right.
So I made new riffs, recorded everything myself.
Okay.
The first one, debut CD.
Yeah.
And later I recognized I want to have live, like to play gigs. So I had idea to start making gigs and play live, but I don't have the members. And then one day, quite spontaneously, I met Alexei, bass player. I met him in a subway.
Nice.
So we just start talking and became friends.
And then you organized the band.
Yeah.
All right. The second question is like I've noticed that you have a very specific name actually for your band. It's called Kladom Rock. I mean, it took me like a couple of minutes to realize and how to pronounce it actually. What does it mean really, and why you choose such a name for your band? The name of the band I'm talking about.
So idea was quite simple. I was searching for a band name maybe in 1 year. I tried different words, names, and I was not happy.
Yeah.
And then I was searching basically for something cold and dark. Cold and dark, and I was thinking all the time. And then I just
Came across with such a name, yeah.
yeah, I just
What does it mean?
these
Like,
two words together.
It's a Russian name, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Russian.
Kladom Rock. What does it
and
mean in English?
Something like cold darkness.
Yeah, darkness and cold mixed together.
Yeah.
It kind of like convey the content that you like producing. So like you basically in your music, it's black metal actually, like focus on the cold
it's
and
real
like darkness.
black metal name, and
Yeah.
also this name should be
Yeah, that's
inspiring.
cool. It's a very it's a very unique name, and like as I said, people have to go and like research about it. It's kind of tough to pronounce it, Kladom Rock. The next question would be. Before we start the program, we were talking about somehow your personal life, the way that you design the logo and the idea that you have. The next question is specifically about the logo of the band. I know that you did the design and you made the logo. Can you please tell us about the story behind the logo?
The story is quite interesting. Idea was that everything should come naturally somehow. So I just went to the forest, grab some sticks, and actually, so when I found this band name, so I put sticks, put them on a floor, like made letters. I tried different
By the
ways.
piece of wood,
it
and
was
in the
piece
forest.
of woods and sticks.
Nice. And I assume
then
it
I
was.
made a
I assume it was
picture.
cold and dark in the forest, so you just like put these like sticks together and like. Then what happened?
And then after I made these letters, I took a picture, made the vector graphics to make it usable.
Yes, and that's like where the logo came from, and that's very interesting. I mean, it was something like spontaneous, like when you just like you don't have anything in mind, but it's all of a sudden happened, and then like you create something like unique and you use it for the band. Yeah. Let's talk about the albums. I know that you have 2 albums so far, and 1 video and 1 EP. Would you like to talk about more about like the albums, the content, the lyrics, the song, anything special about your albums?
The first one was the first one-man band for that moment. So I recorded everything myself. It's mostly about humanity, like dark side of nature. So nature and cosmos, it exists itself, and actually it doesn't care about us at all.
Yeah. So this is like mostly like the content and the lyrics focus on. You have 2 albums so far. Yeah. What's the name of the albums? Can you please mention that?
The first one is it had actually no name, so it can basically called Hladem Rak. And the second one was called Arctic Hysteria.
And what does it mean?
It means Arctic Hysteria means EVE02FINA phenomena.
Right.
Hard to describe. It's something what happened in north. Sometimes with people living in the north. It's something with maybe psychology that people get crazy and mad. Mother can even like throw her kid on the floor.
Yeah, and then leave them alone. Well, that's really sad actually. That's really sad content, yeah?
The official reason is that they are missing some vitamins.
Right.
Or maybe some. But long time before people believed that something with magic, some dark forces coming and taking souls, and then that's why they becoming crazy.
Makes sense. One more question, and the last one actually. How you see the future? I mean,
there is no future.
There's no. I'm talking about the future of the band. Like I understand, like you have that sort of like pessimistic kind of view toward everything, which I somehow agree. I think we belong to the same camp. But I'm talking about the band specifically. Like, do you plan to having like more albums, or like participating in some sort of events here in Stockholm or some other places? I know that like you guys looking for drama at the moment, and you having like you made a plan to like start recording somehow in autumn. But like, how you see the future regarding the band only, not the humanity?
Okay. Yeah, of course we're gonna continue because it's a huge part of our life to create something. And of course I'm making new riffs, so when I'm gonna have songs completely written, and then we're gonna start recording.
Yes.
Maybe in autumn, winter. That will be, I think it will be EP.
Yeah.
Again.
And hopefully we're gonna see you live in some of the like local pubs here in Stockholm, playing for the new albums. Hopefully in the very last of autumn or like at the very beginning of winter. Soon you're done recording and stuff. And thank you, I guess. Thank you for the interview. Anything else would you like to mention? Like some of the information regarding your recording and the album will be like on your Facebook. Well, like generally, how can people find you if they want to communicate, or like how to say, order the album, or like somehow communicate with you guys?
You can. In order to find us, you can just visit our Bandcamp page, follow links below or where you have it.
Yeah, on the Facebook, like most probably they're gonna like they would get like the audience and the fans would get some information about your things that you're doing. All right then, thank you very much. As we mentioned, we're gonna put the links about the Facebook page and the some of the videos that you already published on YouTube and some other website on the caption of the video. I wish you very good luck and looking forward for your new album. Thank you for coming to our studio and thank you for the interview. Yeah, thanks man.
Thanks.